a film with Vishal Bhardwaj and become that. He can become anything. He's a chameleon, you know, and that's his mastery on his craft. But I would really like to add one thing, you know, which I don't get the chance to express, because you know, a film like this, to mount a film like this, like I said, it's not just a project or it's not a business opportunity. I cannot do it without the support of Mr. Ronnie Screwvala. You know, this man is such a fabulous individual. You know, when I meet him and I can see he's achieved so much in this field and in other arenas as well. But when you watch him work and the way he thinks, he's like an institution. You know, I learned so much from him about how I should operate. He's creative, and then his business acumen triggers at the way he checks himself, and at the same time he doesn't compromise on the creative part of it, you know. So I mean, it's not possible for films like this to be made without the blessings of this man. And you know, every member of my crew, and it would not be fair if I didn't talk about my producer, my wife. You know, I mean, she's my wife, and people think यार एक ही बात है, मगर you know, एक director को झेलना और वो भी आपके घर पे, और you know, we actually end up being 24 hours together. So when I'm making a movie, I'm quite crazy. You know, it's very difficult to handle a person like that. And then when you are the producer of the film, you have to deal with all his professional bullshit also, you know, other than his personal one. So it takes a very strong and a solid person to handle a person like me. And I want to take this opportunity to thank her.
All right. So on that note, of course, we've talked about our producer. Ronnie sir, thank you so much for doing this. Pragya ma'am, thank you so much for being here. And I'll start with you, sir. So people know that when it's RSVP and of course Guy in the Sky Pictures, Saath Mein Aa Rahe, it has to be something exceptional. What do you have to say? What was that one thing that you saw in this story that you said that this is what I want to back?
With Gattu, it always starts with a story, it ends with a story. And I think, thank you for all your kind words, but really that's what it is. Or when he first told me this story, it was many years ago. So I think it stayed with him. So when he says, when he goes to sleep with his actors and wakes up with the story, it really means that. Because I think the first time he narrated it to me was almost 3 years before we actually said, overall, let's move with the film. So it's grown with him. And for him, it was not, I think what appealed to all of us was the entire story, because the background here, the setting here, in the period in which it is. It's not a boy and a horse, it's not a simple love story. There's an entire setting to the whole story, which is reasonably complex, but it all fits in. So I think that was very appealing.
Thank you so much, sir. Pragya ma'am, for you, you know, backing this project and of course backing this gentleman here, you've been doing that so beautifully for so many years. Talk to us about that.
First, good afternoon everyone, and thank you so much for being here. It's a very big day for us. Yeah, it's been 10 years, Ronnie, that we have been writing this film.